From the high seas to the farthest galaxies, pirates have thrilled us with their daring, greed, and undeniable charm. Some are cunning masterminds with a peg leg and a plan. Others just look fabulous in eyeliner. And a few don't even need ships. They've got entire star systems to plunder. Today we're counting down the top 10 greatest movie pirates who stole our screens, our hearts, and probably our wallets. So grab your cutlass, hide your rum, and remember, if you don't like our picks, you can always make us walk the plank. Kicking off our list is a pirate who proves you don't just need a sharp sword. Sometimes a sharp singing voice will do the trick. Kevin Kline's larger-than-life pirate king from the Pirates of Penzance isn't just your run-of-the-mill scallywag. Oh no, this guy conquers ships and high notes. Sure, he's arrogant, boastful, and has the subtlety of a cannonball through a window. But when you can swashbuckle and sing your own praises in operatic style, we kind of let it slide. I mean, imagine Jack Sparrow trying to carry a tune. The rum would definitely not help. With equal parts comedy, arrogance, and a surprising touch of heart, the Pirate King is proof that sometimes the best way to plunder treasure is to belt it out in a power ballad. At number 9, we set sail with the swashbuckler who made pirate movies. Well, sexy. Errol Flynn's breakout role as Captain Blood in the 1935 classic wasn't just a career maker, it was a game changer for Hollywood. Before Jack Sparrow had his rum and smudged eyeliner, Flynn gave us the blueprint. Romantic, dashing, and able to outsword fight anyone who dared cross him. And let's talk about that legendary duel. Blood vs. Levasseur is one of cinema's greatest swashbuckling showdowns. The kind of sword fight that makes you want to grab a broom handle in your living room and start fencing the furniture, until your mom reminds you that the lamp you just decapitated isn't insured. Captain Blood had it all: daring escapes, dashing swordplay, and a romance that could melt even the iciest pirate queen's heart. And honestly, if you look that good in a billowy shirt, you deserve to be on this list. Most pirates on this list are all fun, flair, and flamboyant hats. But our number 8 reminds us that piracy can be very, very real. In Captain Phillips, Barkhead Abdi plays Abduwali Muse, leader of the Somali pirates who hijacked the U.S. cargo ship Maersk Alabama. And unlike our singing, rum-chugging rogues, Muse brings something else to the screen: pure, heart-pounding terror.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
That line instantly became one of the most quoted in movie history. Chilling, commanding, and, let's be honest, probably shouted at least once by anyone trying to take control of the TV remote. What makes Abdi's performance unforgettable is the balance. He isn't just a villain twirling his mustache. He's desperate, unpredictable, and dangerously human. It's a portrayal so good it earned him an Academy Award nomination, and it made us all a little nervous about booking our next cruise. Muse might not have a catchy theme song, a flamboyant parrot, or a snazzy pirate hat, but he didn't need one. With just 4 words, he became the most terrifying pirate of the 21st century. And admit it, you just read those words in his voice. Coming in at number 7 is a pirate who proves you can be terrifying, hilarious, and strangely classy, all at the same time. Geoffrey Rush's Hector Barbossa was introduced in The Curse of the Black Pearl as an undead villain, cursed to walk the earth without feeling, forever chomping on apples he couldn't taste. Talk about a rough diet plan. But Barbossa didn't stop at being a spooky skeleton. Over the course of the franchise, he went from villain to reluctant ally, to straight-up anti-hero, even a privateer working for the crown. Because apparently when you've terrorized the seas, the next logical step is government work? What made him so memorable wasn't just the curses or the peg leg. It was that razor-sharp wit. His banter with Jack Sparrow is the stuff of pirate legend. Jack may have been unpredictable, but Barbossa was the kind of guy who could outsmart you, outfight you, and then send you the bill for damages. In the end, Barbossa wasn't just a rival. He became one of the saga's most complex and surprisingly human characters. A cunning leader, a worthy foil, and the kind of pirate who proves that sometimes the skeleton in your closet is actually the captain of your ship. Not all pirates sail the 7 seas, some sail the stars. At number 6, we've got Yondu, the Ravager with a bright blue mohawk, a whistle-controlled murder arrow, and a parenting style that could be politely described as unconventional. Sure, he kidnapped Peter Quill as a kid, but in his defense, he didn't eat him, which honestly is a pretty low bar for fatherhood. But hey, points for effort. Yondu was greedy, brutal, and more than a little terrifying. But beneath that gruff exterior, he hid a heart bigger than his fin. His bond with Quill transformed him from just another space pirate into one of Marvel's most unexpectedly emotional characters. By the end of Guardians 2, he wasn't just a Ravager outlaw, he was a dad, and his sacrifice, let's just say there wasn't a dry eye in the galaxy.
Sorry I didn't do none of it right. I'm damn lucky you, my boy.
Yondu showed us that sometimes the greatest treasure a pirate can have is family, and also that whistling arrows are way cooler than swords. At number 5, we set sail with one of history's most legendary sailors, reimagined with DreamWorks' signature animated flair. Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, gave us a pirate who was bold, brash, and voiced by none other than Brad Pitt. Yep, even in cartoon form, the guy can outcharm just about anyone. Sinbad was the ultimate roguish adventurer, the kind of guy who could steal your treasure, steal your heart, and somehow still get invited back for dinner. Must be nice to have Brad Pitt's voice working for you. Some of us can't even get a free breadstick at Olive Garden, but what makes this version stand out is who he's up against. Not rival pirates, not sea monsters, but Eris herself, the literal goddess of chaos. Talk about an ex you really don't want to text back. Their cat and mouse battle takes piracy from the high seas straight into mythological madness. Equal parts swashbuckler, scoundrel, and hopeless romantic, Sinbad proved that even ancient legends can get a glow-up, and honestly, who else could make chaos look this fun? Flying in at number 4 is the ultimate pirate villain archetype, the one, the only, Captain Hook. With his luxurious red outfit, flowing black curls, and that iconic hook for a hand, he's what every child imagines when they think pirate. He's gentlemanly, theatrical, and just the right amount of unhinged. Hook is the kind of guy who will challenge you to a duel at noon, but also stop mid-swing to make sure his feathered hat is still perfectly in place. Say what you will about his ruthless streak, the man had style. Let's be honest, most pirates are lucky if they can find matching boots. And then there's his eternal nemesis? No, not Peter Pan. We're talking about that crocodile with the alarm clock inside.
Save me, please! Don't let him get me, please! Don't let him get me!
For all his menace, Hook spends half the movie running for his life like he's in a Saturday morning cartoon. You could argue he's more afraid of a reptile than he is of a boy in green tights. Equal parts fearsome and farcical, Captain Hook remains the gold standard of pirate villains. He's ruthless, flamboyant, and just one TikTok away from a full-on meltdown. At number 3, we've got a pirate so fearsome that even his name makes sailors surrender on the spot. The dread pirate Roberts wasn't just one man, he was a legend. Passed down from one captain to the next like the deadliest hand-me-down in history. Forget the family sweater, this inheritance came with a side of terror. Of course, in The Princess Bride, Roberts is none other than Wesley. You know, the farm boy turned swashbuckling heartthrob. Because nothing says romantic hero quite like reinventing yourself as a pirate so scary, entire navies wave the white flag when they hear your name.
No one would surrender to the dread pirate Wesley.
Honestly, it's kind of the ultimate glow-up, and then there's that duel. Wesley versus Inigo Montoya on the Cliffs of Insanity. One of the greatest sword fights in cinema. It wasn't just about blades. It was wit, respect, and banter sharper than the swords themselves. Halfway through, you almost forget they're supposed to be enemies. The dread pirate Roberts is more than a pirate. He's a myth, a romantic, and proof that sometimes the scariest name on the seven seas belongs to the nicest guy at the ball. At number 2, we've got the pirate who basically invented pirate speak. Robert Newton's Long John Silver in Disney's 1950 Treasure Island didn't just play the role. He rewrote the pirate dictionary. Arr, matey, avast, shiver me timbers. Yeah, that's Newton's fault, or gift, depends on how many talk like a pirate day office parties you've survived. Silver had it all, the peg leg, the trusty parrot, and a smile that said, yes, I might stab you, but I'll probably charm you first. He was cunning, manipulative, and yet somehow fatherly toward Jim Hawkins, which makes him the ultimate dangerous but lovable uncle. You know, the one who teaches you poker tricks before you're old enough to spell deck. Robert Newton's performance was so iconic that it set the gold standard for pirate portrayals. Every R you've heard in cartoons, Halloween parties, and yes, even bad dad jokes, it all traces back to this guy. Long John Silver isn't just a pirate, he's the pirate. Before we reveal our number 1, let's give a hearty R to some honorable mentions who nearly plundered their way into the list. Blackbeard, On Stranger Tides, 2011. The man had a magical sword, an undead crew, and Ian McShane's terrifying glare. Frankly, if he told you to walk the plank, you'd probably thank him for the honor. Captain Shakespeare, Stardust, 2007. A pirate so fierce, and yet so passionate about fashion and dance. Proof that not all captains pillage, some just want to work it. Red Rackham, The Adventures of Tintin, 2011. Daniel Craig swapping Bond tuxedos for cutlasses, and honestly, he rocked both.
Took a rackham to get the job done.
The Pirate Captain, The Pirates, Band of Misfits, 2012. Possibly the only pirate whose greatest weapon was optimism.
And I'm here for your gold.
And maybe an awkward parrot. And Jim Hawkins, Treasure Planet, 2002. Because who needs the high seas when you've got space sails and a hoverboard? The future of piracy is intergalactic. They didn't make the main list, but trust me, if these pirates came knocking on your door, you'd still hide the silverware. And at number 1, was there ever any doubt? Captain Jack Sparrow. Johnny Depp didn't just play a pirate, he redefined the very idea of one. Gone were the days of stoic, chiseled, heroic swashbucklers. Instead we got eyeliner, beads, braids, and a walk so wobbly it looked like he was permanently seasick. Jack Sparrow is a trickster, a survivor, and a man whose moral compass spins faster than his compass that doesn't point north. One second he's betraying his allies, the next he's saving the day. He's like that friend who always says, "Trust me," and somehow, against all logic, it works out. What makes him unforgettable is that blend of chaos and genius. He doesn't overpower his enemies with strength, he outsmarts them with schemes so ridiculous they shouldn't work. And yet, somehow they do. Captain Jack Sparrow is a survivor, a trickster god of the seas, and a living symbol of freedom. Also, let's be honest, he's the only pirate who could make guyliner a fashion statement. Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow didn't just rule the seas, he ruled the box office and our imaginations. He is the pirate of all pirates. The captain will never forget. From cursed skeleton crews to spacefaring scoundrels, from flamboyant villains to reluctant heroes, these pirates prove one thing: swashbuckling never goes out of style. And let's be honest, neither does eyeliner. Did your favorite make the list, or should we be the ones walking the plank? Tell us in the comments before we hoist the Jolly Roger and set sail again. Who's your favorite movie pirate? Don't forget to subscribe, or we'll make you walk the plank.